The Hmong people, originally from southwest China, have a really cool musical history. A big part of that is the Hmong flute. It's a beautiful instrument and it's super important to their culture. This video is all about the Hmong flute's trip through Asia. We'll learn about its history, the different ways it's played in different places and the tough times it faces today. Usually made from one piece of bamboo, the Hmong flute makes a sound that's both mysterious and memorable. Its music is a big part of the Hmong people's beliefs and everyday lives. From important ceremonies to just hanging out and playing music, the Hmong flute has been important in Hmong culture for a long, long time. For the Hmong people, the flute is really important spiritually. They believe its music can help guide spirits to the afterlife. When someone passes away, Hmong flute players play sad songs at the funeral to help the person's soul on its journey. The flute is like a bridge between the living and the dead. It comforts those who are sad and helps the spirit move on safely. The music is also thought to keep bad spirits away. As the Hmong people moved across Southeast Asia, their music, especially the flute, changed a bit in different places. In Laos, they often play the along with the flute. It's like a mouth organ made of bamboo, and it makes a really nice sound with the flute. In Vietnam, the Hmong flute is called the... It's usually smaller and easier to carry around, so farmers can even play it in the fields. Each place has its own special way of playing the flute and its own songs, which shows how different each community is. Besides being used for ceremonies, the Hmong flute is great for telling stories. Using special melodies and rhythms, Hmong musicians share stories about love, sadness, heroes, and just regular life. These musical stories are passed down to kids and grandkids, keeping Hmong history and traditions alive. The flute is like the voice of their ancestors, sharing their wisdom and what they've learned. Section 5. Keeping the music alive. Even though it has a rich history and is super important to the Hmong people, traditional Hmong flute music is having some trouble these days. Kids are listening to more modern music, and the old ways of playing the flute aren't as popular. There aren't as many really good flute players anymore, and it's getting harder to teach young people how to play. It's going to take a lot of work from the Hmong community and everyone else to save this special music. Section 6. Mixing old and new. Lately, more and more people want to save Hmong flute music. Hmong musicians are mixing traditional flute songs with newer music, making something fresh and exciting. This helps more people hear Hmong music and gets kids interested too. By mixing the old and the new, these musicians are making sure Hmong flute music stays alive. Section 7. Hmong flute superstars. Over the years, many amazing Hmong flute players have spent their lives getting really good at playing and teaching others. These people are like heroes in their communities. Most people outside the Hmong community don't know their names, but they've done so much to keep Hmong music alive. They're like the protectors of tradition, making sure the Hmong flute is played for years to come. And Section 8. Why culture is important. Saving cultural traditions like Hmong flute music is really important for the whole world. Each culture's traditions and art teach us something new about what it means to be human. By protecting and celebrating these traditions, we make sure future generations can learn about where they come from and see how amazing all the different cultures are. Section 9. Wrapping up. The Hmong flute, with its beautiful sounds and important meaning, shows how strong and creative the Hmong people are. We've learned about how it's played in different places and the tough times it's facing. This reminds us how important it is to save cultural traditions. The future of the Hmong flute, like many other traditions, depends on people working hard to keep its music alive for many years to come.